All right, guys, well, I'm back today with part one of a video series of discussing different EDC kits, car kits, and survival kits, as well as get home bags that I'm going to be putting in the new car I just purchased. For the last 7 years, I've been driving the same Nissan, and it's done pretty well with everything I keep in there, whether it's EDC items for general purpose things like signing a check at the bank or having a spare flashlight, or boo-boo kits if one of my kids gets a cut or needs some type of medication, or to the almost extreme circumstance, a survival kit, trauma kit, or even a get home bag. We are going to be repopulating the new car with a lot of these items, but I'm going to do it step by step and bring you guys along for the ride so you know what I'm doing and you can give me suggestions along the way. It'll be kind of a group effort. The very first thing I want to put in my car, and honestly one of the easiest things to put together because I'm always tinkering with these items, is a basic EDC kit that fits in the center console that has things I need just in case of basic everyday tasks. Now we're going to start with a Maxpedition pack, but there are so many different EDC pouches that I've reviewed on the channel time and time again from multiple companies. You can take a look at those videos, and I'll be linking some of my favorites in the description below, but I found that one of the micro EDC pouches from Maxpedition works out great because it's compact, it slides right into the center console, and it gives me a nice pull tab to grab this out and use in a quick situation depending on what it is. The first thing I did was actually put the flashlight and the pen on the outside because those are the items I used most when it comes to EDC items that I might have forgotten at home. Now, the light that I picked was actually the Workos HD01 UV. Now, why I picked this for a car light is it's got everything I need in a small compact package at a very affordable price point. The first thing is a standard light. Double click for a blinding turbo mode, and then you can long press for a low lumen mode if you're just in your car and you drop something and you don't want to kill your night blindness. The other cool thing about this is it actually has a low battery indicator on the buttons and a UV light built in, and this is great for detecting counterfeit money. So if I'm heading to the flea market, doing a Facebook marketplace deal, or just wherever I be dealing with cash, that UV light is going to detect that. It also detects stains, scorpions, and the list goes on and on why you would want a UV light, and it's nice that that includes that. You can actually long press this guy and turn on the side light, long press again, and it cycles through a cob light of different colors of RGB. Now, the reason why I wanted this in my vehicle was for emergency situations. Now, this is pretty neat because you can get it to a red and double click it here and have an alert flashing symbol in case you are working on your vehicle. It's also got a magnetic base if you wanted to use this as a kind of work light for your car. So we'll stick it to the side of this guy right here, and you can see you can use this now as a work light on your vehicle. So it's got the white cob light, the emergency light, the UV light, and the standard front head with a magnetic base and a double reversible pocket clip. This jack of all trades flashlight is a great addition to any EDC kit, especially one for a car. And these generally sell for 50 to 60 bucks. I think right now at the time of filming, there's a 50% off coupon code, dropping the price to $30. The next thing is a pen. I've selected just a micro kind of Olight bolt action pen. For me, any pen will do. I just picked this one because it was the smallest one I had. A lot of times I'll head to the bank and sign a check or want to write something down real quick, and I just forget a pen. It's not something that I remember to bring with me, and it's honestly not something I'm going to EDC every day. And because I don't work an office job anymore, I just don't have pens laying around, so putting that in the kit is great. Here's the Maxpedition pouch. Again, I'll be linking some of my favorites, and here's a lot of the items I use. And honestly, the next thing that I forget that would absolutely ruin my day, and you can judge me in the comment section below, is chapstick. I use the Blistex kind, so I'm going to include that. I also may forget a pocket knife, but very rarely. But if I do, I just grabbed one of my favorite 704 gear knives from my own collection. A very basic, high-value knife, crossbar lock, coated D2 steel. This one's brand new out of the box. Love this knife, love the sweeping blade profile, and love the thumb stud operation. Completely ambi with thumb studs on both sides and that crossbar lock. The other cool thing is it's a completely reversible reversible pocket clip, a spot for a lanyard right there. And for me, the only reason why I included this one is maybe for survival applications or get home applications, you may want to attach a lanyard to your belt if you're going to be doing different things like that. That's a little extreme, but I just really like this pocket knife, and it generally sells for about 30 bucks. We also have a lot of other 704 gear knives for sub $30 right now, even sub $25 on sale. So that's what I threw in the bag. Another thing is a standard Bic lighter, self-explanatory. You never know when you need something like that. And honestly, I use a lighter more when something frays, like on this EDC pouch, which it doesn't because it's Maxpedition, or some cordage frays, or there's a string loose on something. I kind of hit it with that lighter and cinch up the end, or you never know when you need a lighter for something. It's nice to have. This small Work Pro wrench is pretty cool. A lot of times I'll be tightening little nuts and bolts on the main channel on some of the optics, and having something like this around is great because it's so small, yet it's very expandable and adjustable for a wide variety of situations. And we're probably going to be putting a toolkit in the car, so I didn't want to go too crazy. But another thing I added in here was this bit set. Now this bit set has everything from standard heads, micro sockets, to smaller T6 and T8 bits that specifically fit in this guy right here, one of these smaller ratchet tools. It also has a head on the end that you can throw in a lot of these bits and use it as a screwdriver. So if I do get a knife and a T6 or a T8 comes loose, I can tighten it up. If I've got something I need to ratchet down, I can utilize that with all of the different heads, and it fits nicely right into this pouch with no issues whatsoever. Another thing I keep in here is going to be a bunch of spare batteries, and the most common batteries I use is the CR123As, the CR2032s, AAAs, and AAs. I'm going through those like crazy, so it's nice to have those in this kit. Now, I'm definitely going to be throwing a med kit, and I'm going to throw a micro boo-boo kit inside the center console as well. So I didn't want to include any of those items in here. In the past, I've thrown both of them into the same kit, and I found it to be a little bit clustered, a little bit full, a little bit too packed full to kind of get through, especially if you got a cut on your finger and you're bleeding a little bit. So I'm going to do an independent micro med kit in the center console and this EDC kit right here. Let me know what I've missed. I'm also going to be doing a get home bag and more of a car survival bag. I don't even know, a survival bag is what I would call it. More of a car emergency kit with jumper cables and things like that. So again, I'm going to be bringing you along the way for all of these items. Definitely subscribe to the channel so you don't miss that series. And if you're interested in the car, I actually posted a video on that as well. And I'll be continued to update you guys on the performance. All of the linking to my favorite EDC items for this particular video will be in the description below. Those are Amazon affiliate links, so if you click on those, helps out the channel at no extra cost to you. Just brings you right to the deals. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.